And see, nobody's teaching the females how to be young ladies no more. Because y'all out in Houston doing what? They catching y'all on camera doing what? And this a no judgment zone. What my eyes just saw. See, when I was growing up, the way that I was raised was to act like a lady, of course, but that's just the bare minimum, right?
Right.
I was raised to believe a man ain't got nothing that good that's worth you being outside in the public degrading yourself as a woman for. I promise you a man ain't got nothing that good. And it's like I could say I feel bad, but I don't know if I feel bad anymore. Because I think it's just more so of being reminded that nobody's teaching the girls how to be young ladies no more. See, we can't even get to clowning the men and talking about the men when the self-respect isn't even in the room with us.
Come on.
Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. The first stage in becoming a woman and understanding what ladyhood is about, understanding your role and the part you play. Because when you learn to be a lady and operate like a lady, you just operating in your ladyhood is going to prevent you from doing something that a man ain't got sense enough to not have you doing. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? They told y'all not to go to Houston and y'all did it anyway. They told y'all not to go and y'all did it.
Well, breaking from overnight, the rodeo turned rowdy and rambunctious after people started running near the carnival area.
Yeah, some scary moments, and it prompted the Houston Rodeo and Livestock Show officials to shut down the carnival rides early. ABC 13's Brianna Willis is live right near NRG for us this morning with how all of this chaos unfolded, Brianna.
Yeah, chaotic indeed. I mean, really, this was all around 10 last night. People are just running and scattering everywhere. Again, out of an abundance of caution, rodeo officials say they did close the carnival rides early. We saw law enforcement moving in. We have some new video we also want to show you, sent in by our viewers here. Again, you can see people running and scattering, really just carnival chaos here. Security and law enforcement moving in on horsebacks to try and get everything under control. Again, rodeo officials telling ABC 13, of course, safety is top of mind and their top priority of their guests, and that's why they shut down the rides out of an abundance of caution. We, of course, talked to some rodeo goers who were here when everything went down last night.
It's pretty chaotic, just out of nowhere. Like, we were just having a good time, and then out of nowhere, just chaos broke down. People started running different directions, and then we don't know what happened. They told the rides were closed. So.
Yeah, pretty scary and chaotic indeed. But take a look. Today is Go Tejano Day, one of the biggest days typically here at the Houston Rodeo. So we are, of course, asking officials if they will have increased law enforcement presence here today. But as you can see, it is Go Tejano Day, one of the biggest days here typically here at the Houston Rodeo. We're live near NRG. I'm Brianna Willis, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
So here we go. Houston over the weekend had spring break. They had the rodeo show. They had a whole bunch of stuff going on out there, man. And it was a bunch of partying, a bunch of scantily clad women, booty cheeks jiggling everywhere, boobs. Man, just people just running wild, right? And you know how they do us, man. Whenever one black person do something, the whole black community, everybody gets the blame. So you got some foolishness going down there in Houston. And in the carnival area of the rodeo, you had a whole bunch of women dressed in scantily clad. Now, you had women of all races, but I'm only talking about our people, right? I'm only talking about us, right? You had a bunch of people dressing, they was dressing in ways that it wasn't proper for the rodeo show where children and families and stuff come. But then a fight started to ensue. You had fights going on to the point where they had to empty the carnival. They had to close it down. Now, they didn't shut the whole rodeo down as the way they was trying to say it, but they had to shut the carnival down. But you had a whole bunch of stuff going on, man, and everybody all over the country is talking about it. A lot of people from Houston is very upset, and they've been calling out black women. A lot of black women is calling out black women.
I've probably seen like 5, 6, 7, 8, however many, too many videos on my FYP about the dress code at the Houston Rodeo. You know, it actually kind of sucks. It's actually kind of sad because you think like the rodeo, that's where families go. That's where families go. People on spring break, you want to have a good time. Kids, they want to, have fun. And it's like they're met with pretty much like adult content because they see butt cheeks and boobies popping out everywhere. It's like everybody has been saying the same thing. It's kind of a shame. What a shame. But let me just say this. I'm actually not surprised. And like, knowing with the way that people dress nowadays.
I'm mad. I ain't even go to the rodeo and I'm mad. So they shut down the rodeo because people out there fighting. And I'm talking about black people, your people, my people, our people. When I tell you, if I would have been a vendor, if I would have been visiting from out of state, if I would have had my family with me, I would have been pissed off because I came there to have a good time. I didn't come there to see a boxing match. When are black people gonna understand that you don't always have to try to be big and bad? Be the bigger person and walk away. This is the reason why so many people put black people, so many races, so many cultures, put black people in a box because black people project themselves off to be untamable out creatures. Y'all out there at a field acting like y'all are untamable. Sense. Make it make sense. Like, was it really need some fight? It's thousands of people out there, and y'all didn't win arrested. It's spring break weekend in this rodeo. Girl, I ain't taking the world a lot. Goodbye.
So y'all at the rodeo with y'all ass out, prints out, top part out. What is really going on? Don't y'all know as women, you don't have to always have everything tight. Everything don't have to always be shoved in you. Your ass don't always have to be hanging out. It's okay. And now it's also the older women where we getting older. I respect myself. I respect my husband. I respect my children and other people's children as well. That lady say when she went to the rodeo, her child eyes were so big, he didn't even know which way to look. These are people, children that's coming out to enjoy a family environment. And what is the problem? Why do everybody always feel like they gotta have everything so tight? I understand every once in a while, hey, drop that heat. You know what I'm saying? But every time I remember going out in Baton Rouge, and I remember this girl used to walk through the door. I don't care if it was wintertime. I don't care if it was summertime. She had to have shorts up in her ass. Because you know why? People want that attention, or they don't feel they'll get that attention if they don't have those shorts on or they print not showing. Why do you want a man to not look you in your eyes and to look down there first? Because when you have that out, you know that they're going to look down there first instead of looking in your eyes, in your beautiful eyes. As a woman, I just have more respect for myself, and I have respect for others as well. It's a shame the way that women comes out the house dressed like hookers. Come on, bro. We gotta do better. It's nothing wrong with some of the shorts, some jeans, a blouse, a cardigan. It's nothing wrong with covering up. You don't have to always show your shape. You don't have to do that. And I'm not hating, because people will take this video and twist it and make it like I'm not hating. It's all about respect and respecting yourself.
I'm gonna say this. For a long time, a lot of brothers been complaining about the way some of our sisters dress, and you'll get pushed back. Man, let me tell you something. You could be a father, you could be a minister, you could be all kinds of stuff. If you criticize some of our sisters, you're gonna get pushed back. That's just the way it is, right? A lot of people say that they want to clean up the community, they want to clean up our image, they want to clean up the way we behave, but the actual work that it takes to do it, right? You run into problems. But this is the thing. A lot of these women now got attitudes and problems because these same women that y'all protect came around your children and your husbands with their booty cheeks jiggling, right? With them small waists and looking good, right? And some of them looking crazy as well. But they came around your husbands. They came around your children looking that way. Now you're offended. Now you got something to say. But this is the thing when we talk about this foundational Black American lineage and delineation movement. Remember, I tell you guys all the time, you teach people how to treat you by the way you behave, by the way you act. So now, what's the brother down there with Fox 26 down there in Houston, right? He had a couple women on the panel, and they were saying this.
The Houston Rodeo is famous for a lot of things, but especially the fashion some attendees pull out. In recent years, some say the choices they've seen on the fairgrounds have gone way too damn far. So guys, what is it looking like out there at the rodeo? Monique, come on now.
It is rough. I literally just went on Friday night. I had my 4-year-old 5-year-old with me, and I'm not joking. I saw a woman with chaps on and just a thong. That's
with the ass out?
Yes. Undergarments.
Undergarments.
That's undergarments, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to like steer my baby away from the sheets that are right at her eye level.
It's educational at that point, right?
I mean, I was appalled. And also, you know, I'm on a committee and we do surveys. And so I'm talking this morning, asking about the surveys, and several people stopped me and said, this dress code needs to be reformed. I'm tired of looking at boobs and butts.
Sounds like good parenting. I don't know.
Steph, what do you say?
So, yeah, you know, if you're an adult and you can dress classy-ish, no, act classy and, you know, not have your rear end hanging out, you're all right. But when you're like 13, 14, 15 years old and you're running around with your ass hanging out of your shorts, like this is how it was. If you put your arms down and your fingers
I remember that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm like, hey,
rule.
hey,
My dad would not even let me out of the house like that.
Hey, Mom, I'm going.
Trying to get out of the house.
I was packing shorts in my purse. If I was doing that, then that's what I was doing.
Allison, what have you seen out there? Has it been, in your opinion, inappropriate at all?
I mean, there's definitely some people that are doing it a little overboard. My personal opinion, I think that there are certain occasions where dressing up and like maybe showing a little bit more than you normally do is okay to do, but I have 2 sons, 11 and 8 almost, and that's not something I want them, you know, seeing. They're little men, you know.
So I was watching the videos, and I got some homies down there in Houston, and we know that there was some fights going on down there, a couple pow-pows, all kinds of stuff. Now, Houston is a big city. 4th biggest city in America? A lot of black folks, man. But I seen some folks down there fighting, Mexicans fighting. I seen some W's fighting. I seen our people fighting, right? But I'm only dealing with our people. I don't care about them other groups. I care about the way we carry ourselves, right? The way we project ourselves out to the world. Now we know we got this we're foundational black Americans, but it's a lineage, and we're trying to push this thing. That's why whenever I go live, I tell you guys to put your cities in the chat, because I want everybody to know that we're moving and we're getting this word out everywhere, from AC to KC, Nebraska to Alaska. We making moves. We're getting this out here, right? And we want to get foundational black Americans in the mouths of everybody, to the point where we're conscious of the way that we project ourselves to the world. We're conscious of the way that we present ourselves, right? We're conscious of the way that we behave towards each other, right? You shouldn't have to go outside and worry about getting harmed by your own people, right? Them days is over. We're moving past all of that kind of stuff. We're leveling up as a people, right? So a lot of black women are upset with the sisterhood, but there's black women and brothers that's speaking out.
Y'all remember a couple of years ago at the restaurant in Dallas called Kitchen and Cocktails, where those women got on the table barefoot, on a table where people eat food, and started dancing and twerking at this restaurant, and the owner of the restaurant came outside and told them that they can either get off the table or they can get out. And somehow the video ended up on the internet, and the entire internet was upset at the owner. Do you guys remember? Do you know what happens when we don't hold ourselves to standards regarding what we wear and how we behave outside? What happens is what you're seeing at the Houston Rodeo. And do you know what? This didn't even start at the Houston Rodeo. Do you know when I noticed it? Bubble skirts. A couple of years ago, me and my sister were in the DMV. We went to an Ashake concert. We were just looking around, and I noticed that everybody was in these bubble skirts. And it's not the bubble skirt or the shortness of the bubble skirt that's an issue, because I love a mini skirt. It was the fact that these bubble skirts were so short that your actual butt cheeks were hanging outside of the skirt. And for me, it was like, you came to a public place, and you're going to put your body parts down on a chair. You don't know what was sitting there before, but you're putting your entire genitalia on this public bench, and you did not see a problem. Do you know something that I've always found very weird? Every single time we talk about standards, about how you should come outside, how you should present yourself, how you should behave in public, where everyone is subject to your dress and your behavior, everybody misses the entire point. And I personally think lack of ability to understand a nuance in the conversation is a mental incapacity. I think you're slow. I think both people that are uber sensitive, and want everyone covered from neck to toe, and the people who don't believe in covering genitalia outside in public, I think y'all are equally stupid. You should not have a majority of your body parts hanging outside of your clothing in public. And if I see them, calling the cops. It's not a freedom. It's not an inhibition to your rights. It's just classless and disgusting.
So y'all are in Houston, outside of a club. There's a lot of people standing around. You're in your car, in the back seat, riding your man, window down, no tint on the window, and the roof light in your car is on.
I'm gonna ask a question. Do you think it's okay to show up to a family-friendly event, half-dressed, wearing booty shorts and see-through tops, at a family-friendly event that you know there will be children present? And if you answer yes, you are a predator. So the rodeo that recently happened in Texas or whatever, I'm seeing pictures, I'm seeing the discourse all over TikTok. So I go look and doing my own little investigation.
I'm walking around the rodeo and I'm thinking to myself, the rodeo then became the bootio. Wearing booty shorts all the way up to their booty, cheek shorts, whatever you want to call them. But come on, man, we got children walking around here. We got kids walking around here, man.
And, you know, I'm never gonna knock another woman for what she wants to wear, but it's a time and there's a place for everything. So the fact that you want to dress scampy at a family-friendly event is not right, and it's not okay in any way, shape, or form, because you know there's gonna be children there. And you can be like, well, fuck them kids, da-da-da. You're literally tainting the mind of children, because children are sponges. They're soaking up everything, looking at everything. So they have iPads, they have access to the internet. They're looking at stuff. They're gonna go be curious. Why are you in an environment like that? Go to the club. Go to an all-adult event. That's what I'm saying. There's events where you can dress like that. You can wear anything you want. But to purposely go out of your way to dress half naked in front of kids makes you a predator. And I think there's a lot more predators out here than we even know. Because to try to make or find an excuse for that tells me that it's something wrong. Something is not right. Because in no way, shape, or form should anyone want to be half naked in front of a child.
Oh, so now it's too much. So I'm seeing constant videos of people talking about the girls are having too much out in the recent rodeo. Now y'all want to talk about it's a family event and blah, blah, blah. It's so funny. This is one of those things where y'all always come around to the men's way of thinking. Men are always talking about y'all got out in the most inappropriate ways. And y'all love to say, first thing y'all love to say, men predatory, y'all need to have self-control, need to stop telling women what to do with their bodies. But all of a sudden now it's a rodeo, y'all kids out there, now it's inappropriate.
Right.
It's the same exact shit. Y'all just feel as though, per usual, only women can talk about that because y'all be having out in the most inappropriate ways. And you think only you can speak about it. Y'all have out in the most family-oriented public settings, and it is disgusting. You don't look fashionable. You look like you're looking for a John. It's just too much.
Right.
But I think it's hypocrisy how all of a sudden now y'all want to tell them put that up, and y'all think it's a time in the... Y'all need to put that up in general. But don't be trying to be on this side all the time now all of a sudden because the women are saying is no. Y'all always in support and being girls when y'all express yourselves now. Now just look at the matter of fact, go kiss it. Just
So I saw the video where the Houston Rodeo got shut down, and would you want to take a few guesses to why the Houston Rodeo got shut down? I'll give you a few hints, right? It's not actual cowboys and cowgirls. It's niggas. Niggas got the Houston Rodeo shut down. And you say, John?
I'm going to say this, man. We have to be responsible for the way we treat ourselves and the way we carry ourselves. We just have to be. Right? We have to be. I'm happy that there's a lot of black women that's starting to wake up and hold other women accountable. I'm so happy for that because a lot of times as men, if we say something, we may run into roadblocks and stuff like that because in our communities, man, a lot of us are single mom raised and there's not a lot of fathers involved. So it's hard to criticize a lot of the women in the community because a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them think they're infallible. They think that you can't say anything to them. But I always tell women, though, when I'm on my streams and I'm talking, I always tell women, a lot of y'all out there got sons. So be real careful about just always agreeing with everything women do. Because when it's your time for your son to go out there in the world and deal with them women, and then you can't see your grandchildren because he done linked up with some crazy, you know, but y'all know what I mean. Because we got brothers out here that's out of control. We got sisters out here that's out of control. And then you got black people that want to do right. You got black people that want to be decent. You got black people that want to make and present themselves right and not play to all the stereotypes that they use to take advantage of our communities, right? And we got to be conscious of that. That's, you know, these are the things that, this is all I'm saying when it comes to our people, man. I love my people, man. I love my people for real. And I just want us to do better. And we're not above criticism. The black woman is not above being criticized, nor is the black man. And when I do criticize the black woman, I don't always have to mention the black man, right? Right is right, wrong is wrong, man. And you got brothers out there wilding and hurting each other and unaliving each other down there during the weekend. And then you got sisters out there, man, over-sexualizing themselves, man. To the point where even sisters got to come out and break the sister code and say something. So we got to do better, man. And we got to do better, you know, with this foundational black American lineage thing, man, getting the word out to our people, man. We got to, the thought process has to change, man. But it's up to us. But y'all got to let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.